point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Whoa. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Today, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. See Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here's Oliver. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
7 yards.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
Ryan's pass complete.
Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown, so now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
1 yard gain.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Emmanuel Sanders now with the Saints, but he was a member of these 49ers last year for the second half of the season during their run to Super Bowl 54. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Breeze. And that's incomplete.
Breeze.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Second and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Wright's got it. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Complete to Wright. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Saints nothing.
Now Ryan on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Complete to Russell Gage.
Russell Gage, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Saints nothing. Adam Vinatieri.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Austin on the return. The Saints
and heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. And let's take a peek. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Shoving through the fence. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. It's picked. And a big turnover there. guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And
good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Ryan. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. DeMario Davis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this returnable for Harris. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Number 4, 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Bree's going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Operating from the gun. Ryan, they'll throw underneath for Gurley. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Falcons will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard
out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. Breeze now on 1st down. It's caught by Sanders. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Rolling to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Complete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lutz puts this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we reach halftime, and we now proceed to the start of the second half.
21, Saints 3.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He used to be surprised by a lot of things, Parker, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36 6-yard line.
First and 10.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First down, Falcons.
On first down, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 15 yards on the play, first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara.
Breeze with the handoff to Alvin Kamara. He's brought down by Dion.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And right past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2 veterans, Breeze to Sanders there for a Saints first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Steps away to his left. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. Pass, there he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Breeze finding Kamara, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Guys are going to have the football back as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Three receivers to the left, one to the right. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. They begin on the ground with Kamara. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He's brought down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
25-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 30. A big play there out of Kamara. 45 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jameis Winston sacked.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Jameis Winston.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
A gain of 6.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground with Olsen. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Brings up 2nd down at the 40-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On second down, Winston again. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 15-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.
Menu narration option is set to off.
I did you just appear out in an instance. You got me all driven, rev on my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Can't afford and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that, like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work that, work that. Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. got a spot, and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wings. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down, and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die. I feel like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby, must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal, I think it's cause I work that gun. I'm ready to race, no, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again,
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hope it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, bad, it gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Williams made the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 68 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
21. Here we go.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
It's a gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
field goal would make it a two-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They run for it with Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He was taken down by...
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Check 3, check 3. Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was covered.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, G. Let's go. Hey, 21, 21. Here we go. Target. Let's go, Mike 50.
Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go. Mike, stick. Coming to you.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Seahawks.
On first down, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You've got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson, eluding the pressure. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Third and long. It's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Here's Richie James on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
You do this.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the run. One, Omaha. Watch twist.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
11.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. But Baltimore, Kansas City, Green Bay, Seattle, just to name it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
Is good.
And this will be good. Off the right upright, but he got a favorable bounce, and he gets it to go. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for.
Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home.
Good game, bro. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. Good game. Keep shit. Yeah, man.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
For San Francisco.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go from Tampa. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
By Quan Alexander. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 36-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Leonard Fournette on the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. A handoff to Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive to continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From midfield, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 50 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
He's tackled it.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, San Francisco.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete to
a big 3rd down play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
Down, 49ers.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
6-0 our score after 1.
Buccaneers 6, 49ers nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Check foot. That's it, quick. That's it.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on fourth down. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. The quick slant caught. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
And it's fourth and goal.
And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
On second down, here's Fournette. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down and 4, Brady looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Bullshit.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So a big chunk of yards.
What happened to them? Named Major Marcus Boyd, former U.S. Cavalry, currently serving as a court.
Will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing again on second down. Brady It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Just like that. Easy.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got Evans. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete. Intended for
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to take another shot here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo sliding up, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Their own 41-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them. Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing is Brady on third down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
56, 56. Mike 56, Mike 56. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
He was covered by
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 97 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Suck up for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
49ers nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
The ball carrier.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Garoppolo again here on second and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. Third down here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Yards to go. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10, right at the 40. Garoppolo again. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Brady will try again on second down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Leonard Fournette.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And he's got it. One of the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and that makes the score 28-0.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, an even 90 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, 49ers 7.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. run with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, 49ers 14.
Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Brady going to look to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Justin Watson, 37 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point try now for Suckum. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 35, 49ers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here. We'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
49ers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Brady going to throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Today.
Maybe tomorrow Quest did more than